Hey, and welcome to my channel about living in and moving to Denver, Colorado. In Northeast Denver, there is a neighborhood called Park Hill. It's historic, it has beautiful architecture. We're gonna be talking about that neighborhood in this video. Hey, I'm Katie Martineau, also known as the Real Estate Gal. If this is your first time watching this, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you get notified every time I release a video, which is twice a week. And as mentioned, my nickname is Katie the Real Estate Gal. I am a licensed real estate agent in this state. So if you need help with buying, selling, or anything in between, I'm your gal. Here's my contact information below, and I would love for you to reach out. Call, text, or email with any of your needs, even just to have a conversation about different neighborhoods of Denver or what it's like living here. I'd be more than happy to answer those questions. In the meantime, let's get started in talking about Park Hill. As mentioned, Park Hill is northeast Denver. It is 6.4 square miles. It has Colorado Boulevard as one of the major roads on one side that also hosts City Park, and it is a long rectangle that crosses over I-70. It's about 25 minutes to the airport and a quick 10 or 15 minute drive to downtown Denver. The feel of Park Hill is really historic. It's primarily single family homes and has a few parks and schools scattered throughout. You'll definitely be able to recognize that you're in Park Hill with the tree-lined streets and all of the different architectural styles. Park Hill was founded in 1900 and consists of a lot of different styles of homes from the early 1900s, such as the Tudor Revival with pitched steep roofs, fine brickwork, high chimneys, arched entryways. There's a ton of mid-century modern style homes, Art Deco from the 30s, Queen Anne Victorian, Spanish Colonial Revival. You really could drive around all of Park Hill and see all sorts of different styles of homes. I pulled a report in the last 6 months, and the average list price is $836,000 for a single family home. The median list price is about $650,000. So there are several $1 million properties that are pulling that average list price up. The most current expensive home is $4.8 million, and it is screaming colonial vibes and architecture. The home is really well kept and has some amazing columns, furniture, landscaping. You definitely feel like you're pulled back to the early 1900s just by walking by the outside of the house. There's also a couple $2 to $3 million properties with an average square footage of about 4,000 square feet. So as mentioned, there's a majority of single family homes, but there are some multifamily homes riddled throughout the neighborhood as well. Another really cool feature is the Greater Park Hill community, and it promotes the interests of the neighborhood and the residents. Other than that, there's not a ton to do in Park Hill. People aren't flocking there because there's a giant theater or large park to walk around, but there are some really cool local shops to support. Cake Crumbs is one of my favorite bakeries. They have some really great homemade bakes, including plain old toast with jam and butter. They have homemade scones. Their cakes are custom and petite. And on their Instagram page, they highlight the people that buy the different cakes. It always makes me feel great to support local. So instead of going to King Soopers or Whole Foods for your next cake, try a local bake shop like Crumbs Cake. They also have in-house catering and event space that can be rented out for parties as well. Spinelli's Market is another local shop that is an Italian grocer. Their sandwich menu is fantastic. They also have prepared foods to go as well as catering. So their selection is small, but you definitely know you're supporting local while walking through their store. As mentioned, there's not a ton to do in specifically Park Hill, but Park Hill is very centrally located. So there are things to do around town. One of the major things that I love is Denver Nature and Science Museum was just on the other side of Colorado Boulevard. And I have spent hours and hours, practically a full day, walking around the Nature and Science Museum. They have an amazing dinosaur exhibit. They always have a rotating exhibit as well. They've hosted Art of the Brick, the Dead Sea Scrolls. They have an exhibit currently called Bugs. And then they also have their Infinity Theater, which is a really amazing spot to watch immersive experiences. And they just did a huge renovation on it as well. So there's all sorts of new video equipment, sound equipment, and a new lobby entrance. So as mentioned in another video, if you are coming to Denver to visit and it's during the summer, let's just say it's absolutely scalding hot outside, I think that the Denver Nature and Science Museum is a really great spot to go because you're indoors, air conditioned, and you're able to see some of the things you wouldn't see at other museums. One of the other really cool features that just blows my mind is in the dinosaur exhibit, there was actually a 13-year-old girl that uncovered some dinosaur bones in the mountains. And so they have some of those bones at the museum. I believe it was a triceratops, but how amazingly cool would that be if you were in your teen years and you found something so historic? Another thing that's super close by Park Hill neighborhood is City Park. It's actually right on the other side of Colorado Boulevard as well, and it is 330 acres of open space. There's walking trails that are gravel and paved. You can walk around this beautiful lake or bike, rollerblade, walk your dog. There's a little playground. There's also the golf course that's attached, and it has one of the most iconic views of downtown Denver with the beautiful Denver skyline in the background, and then the mountains beyond that. Most beautiful sunsets can be seen from that golf course. And then in the summer, City Park hosts Jazz in the Park. Every single Sunday, pretty much 6 o'clock until sundown, there is a different jazz band or musical performer that comes completely free. There's a ton of different food trucks. A lot of people flock from all areas of Colorado just to hang out. They'll set up volleyball nets, picnics, and just listen to the beautiful jazz while enjoying the gorgeous summer weather. If it's during the day, you can rent giant swans and you're able to go out on the water. There's no swimming or fishing, but there's some water sports that you can rent their equipment. As mentioned, Park Hill is just absolutely gorgeous neighborhood, prestigious, so many different styles of architecture, and probably a great spot to even drive around to look at Christmas lights during the winter. So if you're interested in seeing the inventory in Park Hill, please reach out to me. I'm happy to set up a free search for you. Or if there's any other neighborhoods that you want to learn about, please comment below or reach out with my contact information, call, text, or email. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time I release a video, which is twice a week. I have a whole series of different neighborhoods to check out, so stay tuned for later videos. See you soon.